We have turned the page. We're in the month of August, and it's full speed ahead, except for the Commanders with Terry McLaurin, because now he's requested a trade. And you start to – these things normally work out, but at what point do you go, if you're Terry McLaurin, the point of no return? Because he wants to be paid more than $30 million. I don't know if it's $32, $33 million. He's a big reason why Jayden Daniels played so well last year. And you brought in Deebo Samuel, but Deebo Samuel is not Deebo Samuel anymore. And he's not the kind of receiver that Terry McLaurin is. Terry McLaurin, if you throw it in his area, he's going to get it. Contested catches, he was number one in the NFL the last 5 years. This is what you need with Jayden Daniels. Going into his second year, you got momentum. You got the defending Super Bowl champs in your division. And this is that holdup. This is that hiccup. This is something that could derail bigger dreams that they have. But Terry McLaurin has requested a trade from the Commanders. And I don't know if this heats things up or the Commanders actually go, all right. But here's the problem if I'm a Commanders fan. You're not going to get dollar for Terry McLaurin. You're going to get draft picks. Because if you're trading Terry McLaurin to a team, you're probably trading him to a team that is a playoff team that might go, hey, you know, the Chargers are a name that came up. The 49ers are a name that came up. The Patriots, a name that came up. I mean, there's going to be teams that will be waiting and seeing what would it cost to get Terry McLaurin. You still have to pay him, but you're going to get a guy who's going to sign a new contract with you, and you'd have him probably for the next 4 years. He probably looks around and goes, okay, Cortland Sutton signed 4 years, $92 million. Well, I'm better than him. We're the same age. Brandon Ayuk got $30 million. I'm better than him. He's not better than CeeDee Lamb. Now you have to take inventory and you have to be honest with yourself. Your agent has to be honest with you and say, hey, nah, I don't think you're there. You're not in Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase category. Now, are you the next level? Maybe. And what is commensurate to your production, your output? But that's a really, really important situation here. Now, you got the Bengals with Trey Hendrickson. He's still on the outside, but at least he's in camp. Terry McLaurin, when you say, hey, trade me, that's a little bit different. Now, once again, this comes down to war of words, leverage, and they could wrap this up, probably in a half-hour meeting and say, all right, I'll take this. I'll surrender that. Next thing you know, Terry McLaurin's in camp. But, the potential for disaster here looms pretty big because Jayden Daniels, you want him to take that next step. Second year, we see quarterbacks sometimes, they take a little bit of a dip. And I would love to keep that momentum the best I can if I'm the Commanders. And sometimes it's a couple of $1 million. And this goes back to what I've said about the Cowboys situation with Micah Parsons. You're probably going to be spending $8 million more than you need to each year with Micah Parsons because you could have gotten him for maybe $34 million. Now it's probably going to be 42. Well, this is where you lose a couple of players. Couple of $1 million here. Now we have to let that guy go. It was a couple of $1 million with Derrick Henry. And I go back to that. Couple of $1 million, you could have had Derrick Henry, who wanted to play for the Cowboys, is from Dallas, wanted to play for you, but a couple of $1 million. But Trey Hendrickson, Terry McLaurin, Micah Parsons, I think all of them get done, but it's only because I've been doing this for a long, long time, and they usually get done. Somebody doesn't get traded, and you have a hold-in, and that's so they don't get fined.